This is brilliant. Well, some of you might be watching The Meaning of Life on RT1 of a Sunday night. The rest of us might be watching The Moaning of Life, which starts on Sky 1 HD this Sunday. And it's the work of Karl Pilkington, who's on the line. Good morning, Karl.
All right, Ray, how's it going?
Good. This is Karl Pilkington of Ricky Gervais and Idiot Abroad fame. Is that going to live with you forever, the Idiot Abroad thing?
I mean, it's one of them, isn't it? I can't really complain about it because, it's paid a lot of bills for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it is, because Pilkington then, even you struggled with it then, didn't you? So people can't remember it, and they just go, oh, it's the idiot, and they call me, they sort of shout at me, and I don't think they realise, what they're doing. They just kind of go, well, he's in a program called Idiot, so,
yeah,
idiot. So it's not, it's not great, but...
No. But you're not an idiot.
Well, I don't think I am.
No,
I think I'm pretty normal. I don't think I'm a genius or anything, but I'd say I'm on average with most of, the world.
But we've just spoken to James Blunt, right?
Oh yeah.
And he was sort of reluctant to talk about You're Beautiful. That's the song, that's paid the bills for him. But you have to really sort of enjoy something that makes you famous, don't you? Whatever it is.
Well, I don't know about the famous bit, but it's a thing that makes you money, and without money you can't really live, can you?
Yeah. No, you can't.
I mean, he's got to sing it, hasn't he? You can't go and do a gig and not do it.
Yeah, exactly.
But
I watched the first of The Moaning of Life. It's on Marriage.
Yeah.
Now, just tell people about your own situation at the moment. You're not married. I'm
not married, but I've been with with my girlfriend Suzanne. I've been with her for like 20 years.
Yeah.
Probably over that. Not got married, not got kids, but quite happy with that. And the first episode, the series, there's 5 episodes, and they cover like all the big, I think the big issues anyway. It's the things that we all think about, marriage, happiness, having kids, death. It's all that.
Yeah.
And the first one's on marriage, and it's just something that I've never been that fussed about, and my girlfriend's not that fussed about, and it's just looking at the amount of trouble.
But Karl, here's a question: Is she really not fussed about it?
I don't think she is. There might have been a point when she might have gone for it, but I think it gets past. I don't know what the point is, but after a few years, you kind of go, "What difference is it going to make?"
Well, you see, I got married recently, and I've been with Jenny for about 10 years.
Yeah,
and we got married. We got married in August, and I was a bit like you as well. What's all the fuss about? And it's it's an expensive sort of day out.
It's really expensive. I mean, honestly, Ray, I'm very happy for you, and I hope it works out and everything. But all I'm saying is kind of, if you really want to do it, then fine. But I'm more that I wonder how many people just do it because they go, well, that's what you do, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I can understand it if you're religious and it's part of your thing that you can't.
I'm not religious, no.
No, but some people are, and you go, well, fair enough. But then there's people who do it and get married in churches and that, and they've never been to a church in their life, and I don't know. It's like they think it's like one big special day, but it's like, what is that? Is that all you're aiming for? Just one special day in your life? When you could have a lot of special days if you didn't spend all that money on and I know you don't have to have a big fancy wedding, but then it's kind of like, well, what's it for? It just confuses me. That's all.
So you went, with confusion in your head, you went in search of sort of meaning. Why do people do it? So you went to India and you put yourself forward for an arranged...
Amazing. Yeah, that was...
you were there, you were in there. If Suzanne wasn't on the scene, you were there.
She really liked me, the woman.
She did.
And I thought she was all right. And I mean, what was strange is it's more like a job interview there with the arranged marriage thing. And I know a lot of people are a bit like, arranged marriages, that's a bit bad, but it's not like it used to be. You do have a bit more of a say on who you're going to marry. I mean, if you really don't like them, then you don't take it any further. But it's just the way you meet up with them, and the parents are there, and they sort of interview you.
I know, but they were homing in on what's your educational qualification? What did your parents do? How do you make money?
Yeah. That was I mean, that annoyed me a little bit.
Yeah.
But I suppose, at the end of the day, her dad wanted her to end up with someone who could look after her, but then it was all based on money, wasn't it? And that's not always the key to a relationship, is it?
No.
So, that bit annoyed me. But other than that, I quite liked, the way it takes a lot of the faff out of meeting someone. Because I've never been out on the pull. You know, people sort of say, "Oh, I'm going out on the pull tonight." I've never done that.
Have you not? Because
I've never chatted anyone up.
Have you not?
No, I'm no good at it. I couldn't do that.
But now you can say I'm your man from the telly. Like that's a pretty good stand-up line, isn't it?
I think that would put people off, wouldn't it? Once they go, "Oh yeah, it's you, the idiot."
I don't know about that. I don't know. Well,
no, but honestly, it's kind of, for me, it suits me, that sort of having it all done. You know, you meet up. I mean, I'm not great in interviews. It's like I struggle with this now, talking to you.
No, it's going quite well. Just Will, how's it going? Will's the producer.
He's got interesting things to say. Good, yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know, I think it's a good little program. I mean, if people didn't like Idiot Abroad, which is fair enough.
I laughed out loud. I really enjoyed it.
You see, it's weird because Sky always say, last time they put it out as part of like a comedy hour or something,
right.
And that annoys me a bit because I think you can learn stuff from this. It's not a jokey, daft program. I mean, you're not going to learn loads, but you learn certain things that people do around the world to sort of get happiness, or you know, the marriage thing and all that.
And then there's that thing when you go to the States then, which is it's one of my theories as well, so I was delighted to see it, that you know, smell is hugely important. People underestimate the importance of smell in a relationship, in attraction.
Yeah, I went to a pheromone dating party where you turn up and, you know, you have to wear a T-shirt for a couple of days, and then when you get there, you take it off and you put it in a bag, and women, you know, have all these bags in front of them and they go about sniffing them. And then it's just something to get you talking with someone because, you know, if they like the smell of you, it's like, well, you know, there's something to start the relationship off.
Yeah.
And I thought it was a good idea.
The girl in the vest liked you. She
Which
liked
one?
you. The girl in the vest, the black vest. She was a pretty dark-haired girl.
I didn't notice the vest.
Go on. You didn't notice the vest.
It was dark in there.
Yes.
But, yeah, she seemed to show a bit of interest.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I can't remember now on that. I reckon the people who came up were people who I picked the T-shirts of, because as well as them smelling mine, I'm also smelling theirs.
Yes.
And I think I only had one who liked the smell of me, and all the others weren't that keen. But I do think, like you say, it's if someone's good looking, that's great. But if they stink, you can't live with them, can you?
No. And we all like different smells. We all like different smells as well.
We do. Yeah. We do. I mean, Suzanne always says about, you know, when I'm off on my travels, she always sort of has a T-shirt knocking about in the bed.
Does she indeed? Go on.
Well, that's what she says. Yeah, that's what she says.
So she sniffs it.
Well, I don't know. I mean, when she told me, I was a bit like, that's just her being lazy and she hadn't done the washing since I've been away. But she said, no, it's just a bit comforting to sort of have a bit of you about. So
has she seen this? Because she's mentioned a lot in it. And
she's not. Do you know, it's really weird because she hasn't seen it.
Right.
And I watched it and I thought, oh, God, I talk about her a lot, which is, you know, I
nice,
suppose
but not nice.
It's about marriage, isn't it? So she's going to crop up. But I didn't realise how much, because, you know, we go away for, I don't know, 9 days or whatever, and then it's edited down to 40-odd minutes. Yeah. So when they edit it, they're always going to go for bits, I suppose, when I'm talking about my relationship.
Yeah, more personal stuff.
Suddenly there's a lot of Suzanne in it.
But you called her fat. You called her fat, Karl.
I didn't.
No, I think
I didn't call her fat. I said plump.
Oh,
and
right.
Plump isn't fat. That just means sort of not unhealthily sort of thin.
Oh, right. Okay.
And she knows what I mean. I tell you, when she sees that, she won't have a problem with it.
Will she not? Okay, fine.
No,
okay.
That's fine.
Well, you've been with her for 20 years, so you know. But
exactly,
know.
And she wasn't plump when I met her. She was thinner, but I actually prefer a plump. And plump, I don't know, maybe plump in certain parts of the world.
No, I don't know. I know any of the women who I know would not like to be called plump. That's just...
But would they want thin? You see, I think thin's sort of not.
Well, you know
not
what they
good
say,
either.
and I don't like it, but they say you can never be too rich or too thin. That's what they say. Isn't that
really?
Somebody says that, yeah. Can you ask Karl if he was...